it's a human factor. People first want to watch and see, will it work? Is it beneficial? But that's why we have decided that we start a circle, one, to encourage them to save. First of all, we are telling them, even if we have money, even if they help us to put money in the circle, you cannot borrow money unless you have saved. So the first thing is to encourage them to learn how to save. Secondly, you can't borrow money to start an enterprise. We want you to start an enterprise on your own. Then you can borrow money from the circle to enlarge your enterprise. So through this initiative, we also give them financial tips on how to manage, even health tips. If somebody is sick, where do you go for this kind of treatment? Where do you go for this kind of counseling? So that way we think we shall be able to make them live a worthwhile life in their wee hours of life. Nkyali mu ssomero nze nazannya kumpi buli muzannyo gwonna, nakuba ku bikonde, badminton, football, hockey, handball. Ffe abamu nga basooka okuzannya handball mu ggwanga muno ne turepresentingako n'eggwanga mu Algeria. Ffe abamu ku basooka okuzannya handball. Naye of course emyaka kati gyempubira katambaala sikyasobola kuzannya mizannyo naye nga njagala. Nayagala nnyo omupiira, saasamba nnyo omupiira kutuuka ku level ya waggulu naye nga nagwagala nnyo. Nagusamba nnyo mu ssomero era nali goalkeeper. Mu primary Kasubi nali goalkeeper, najja Modi Kampala, even starting from senior 2 nga ndi mu school team eya Odi Kampala. Abo baswaswa bajime Kirunda Pereri yali muyindi ng'asamba nnyo omupiira be bantu betwalina. Kale nenjagala omupiira ate nenguwagira nnyo okuva mu myaka gyange egyo egy'obuto nga mpagira nnyo ttiimu ya Express. Incidentally family yaffe yonna ng'ewagira Express era ne brother wange yafiira ku mupiira gwa Express 1974 in August. Era zaali nnaku 8. I'll never forget that day. It was Express versus KCCA. So football.
The Minister for Education and Sports, she would have been here with these people, but she was in Ntungamo. So she sent me here to represent her. But she told me that I should bring 20 million on her behalf. It's a pledge. Secondly, she wants to see these people united, working hard. She's going to put more money in their circle if they work as a team. But if they don't, then they are not going to benefit. So she has encouraged them to work as a team, work so hard, and make more money. Learn saving. They should save. And should also benefit in government programs. Because right now we have PDM money, we have Myoga money. They can also benefit in that money. Because some of them are so poor. So they need that money at their parishes and their constituency level. So I'm so grateful that I have represented the First Lady as a fellow woman, as a mother of the country, and as our friend, as a leader, and as a Minister for Education and Sports.
Your message to the
It's because they should think about life after football. If you don't think about life after football, then what is next? Me, I had a clinic before, but now I cannot go back to the clinic because right now, I think I have forgotten some of the things. But I was also active in my medical team. So right now, I think I should also focus what happens after parliamentary, what happens after ministerial appointment. Then I should look beyond that, not thinking that when I lose the ministry job, I'm going to stay home and sit there. So that's why we should need to prepare ourselves. And they should also teach others. As you are playing football, what are you doing besides? Should also go for education. Because some of them stopped on their way because they are celebrities, they were what, and they thought this was the end of their life. And some of them have turned to be drug addicts. That's why they have not done some good things.
Yeah, Gibe Karoli is my name. Former Uganda international football player. I played for KCC, Sports Club Villa, Police FC, Miracle Center before I went to play professional in South Africa.
Basically, this initiative, because I'm seeing all your colleagues are here, and it's really something which is constructive.
Yes, yes. This is a former player initiative that is basically trying to make sure that we can tackle all the challenges that our former colleagues are facing. Like, we have so many challenges as former players. You know very well that when you stop playing football, you definitely don't get any income. And we have seen our former players dying on the streets, and some of them are so impoverished because you know, we have not had that good transition from playing time into administration, or even you can see the number of clubs in Uganda. There are not so many, so the football clubs cannot actually accommodate all of us. But the most important thing is this initiative was to try to see how can we come together and we start trying to solve the challenges that we are having. For example, some of our players have been ill for some time. We don't know where they are. So we are trying to regroup ourselves and see how we can solve that after our career time. Yes.
Now, really, the turn up.
Okay, I'm talking about this initiative of the former footballers initiative. I, for one, am a lover of sports, and I was a football fan for a long time. I support Express FC, and I still support Express FC up to now. I started supporting it when I was in school. Now, I saw most of these players play in the 70s, in the 80s. So it started with a small group. They came to me and they wanted help because of challenges. You know, there were economic challenges. Some of them it was health. And so they came to me as a former football fan, and they're making appeals. Sometimes you help, you give somebody 50,000. But then I saw it was not being sustainable. And there are others who could reach me, and others could not reach me. So working with the Haji Ngobya, we started actually, first we went to Mr. Kaduchiweru of Peacock Paints. And we said, let's have a lunch with these former footballers so that they also feel that they are not deserted, that they are not neglected, that we value what they went through. So we had a lunch one time, we had a discussion. Then from there, then we started coming up with an idea of building it into an organization, kind of to reach out to the former footballers, and knowing that that stream will continue. Because these were there in the 70s, in the 80s, in the 90s. But even now, there are many who are dropping out because talent has a limit. You may be a good footballer, but you can't be a good footballer for life. So I know that definitely behind this are others who are going to come. The question is, where do they fall? So it's not about, and I told them that I don't want to start something which may look like we are putting up a parallel structure against FUFA, because FUFA is the body recognized to run football in this country. But we can sell our idea to FUFA and we become partners in ensuring that former footballers are not abandoned, that they are appreciated. Like some of them, you remember 1978, our team reached AFCON finals. And there are now very few who are remaining. Some have died, others have died without us even knowing. You only, like now, today I was asking somebody, Kodu Lukwago was a goalkeeper, they said he's dead. So this kind of thing made me feel that we need to reach out to them.
So your appeal, there are some who are